Hello everyone, and this is BioPhoenix here, and today we got ourselves another album review, and this time it's on Rapid Angel from Hell. So with a title like that, you do expect this one to be metal, and it definitely is, although this time this is more power metal. And the funny thing on how I discovered this band was because I was actually trying to look for a game called Rapid Angel on PS1, it's a Japan-only game, and I found this by accident. So was it a blessing in disguise, or was it just a complete turd? Well, let's find out. So it was released in 2013, and the band is from Germany. So as for the lineup, you got Alexander Blank on vocals, Jan Bertrand on guitar and backing vocals, Mark Stronenberg on keyboards, Martin Stute on guitar, Chris Grip on drums, which by the way, he also played in a band called Torment, which is a thrash metal band. And on bass, we have a name that I have a hard time pronouncing, and that being Dirk Seifert Doivies or something. I apologize. Now as for the album cover, now if you looked at this, you would have thought that this was like a totally like low budget 80s album, but no, it's an album that came out in 2013, so yeah, kinda weird, but maybe that's what they were going for. Because this band definitely does sound like something that came out from the 80s more so than a band that came out in its time. But yeah, it's still not a very memorable looking album cover though. But on to more important things, like the songs themselves. There is 10 songs in total, but only 9 of them are actual full-length songs, where the first song is an intro. So the first song we got on here is After the War. I think this is a pretty good start into the album. It starts out very heavy with the heavy riffs. And the vocal style used throughout this album does remind me a tiny bit of the band Hammerfall. And maybe even a little bit of Steel Attack thrown in there as well, if you're familiar with them. But yeah, this song is pretty solid, I do like it. I wouldn't say it's my favorite on the album though, but I do think it is a pretty good opening act though. And the second song happens to be the self-titled one, From Hell. In fact, this was actually the very first song I ever heard from this band that I randomly found. And I have to say, it left a pretty good impression on me because I actually really freaking love this song. So not only is the main riff itself to be kinda catchy, but also I find that the chorus itself to be very catchy as well. And the guitar solo was pretty epic and it fit the song perfectly, although it was kinda short-lived though, but like I said though, it did its job. But yeah, this was definitely a very addicting, catchy song for me, and definitely a favorite on the album. And then the next one we got is Dancing with the Death. Now this song overall is just ridiculously catchy, like it's unreal. I'd say it's even more catchier than the song From Hell. Like that chorus is just so uplifting and just so great, I freaking love it. And the two guitar solos it has is pretty great, but I especially really love the one that ends off the song at the ending. Yeah, this is another one that is definitely a huge favorite of mine, and in some aspects, I kinda like it more than From Hell. And the next song we got is Kings of Desolation. So this one is not as fast paced as like the other songs with like the guitar riffs, but it's still pretty heavy and does have a pretty good chorus that I do like. But yeah, there's not much I can say about it. I mean, the song is good, but it's definitely not one that really stands out to me, but it's a pretty solid song. And then the next song after that is Sinner. So this song starts out with a more acoustic sounding guitar and then progressively has like the same riff but with a more heavy guitar. It's pretty awesome and I really like that. And for some strange reason, I find that a part of this song does kind of remind me a little bit of the song Mystic Eye from Majestic Vanguard, which is pretty cool because I do really like that song. Also, the guitar solo in this one is definitely one of the best guitar solos on this album in my opinion. It's pretty fucking awesome. In fact, there's actually one small part of the guitar solo where it kind of reminded me of the song Eve from Dynasty Warriors 4, which is pretty awesome because that was one of my favorite songs in that game. But yeah, this is definitely another favorite of mine for that not only is it still a pretty catchy song and also does have some pretty awesome riffs, but also I just really love the fact that this one, it has a bit more complexity to it where that, you know, it has like the progression, has like a more longer guitar solo, where the other songs are kind of more like fun and catchy, which there's nothing wrong with that, but this one definitely shows you more about what the band is capable of. So now, the song after that is The Race. Yeah, not to be confused with the Simple Series game. So the way this song opens up is pretty heavy, and I really do like that. And the chorus is kind of catchy. I kind of like it. But yeah, this is another one of those songs that like I don't really know what else to say about it. Like it's pretty good. I like it, but it's not one that really stands out to me much. But I can tell you guys one thing, that it totally kicks the living shit out of the music within the Simple Series game, The Race, so there is that. But then again, that's not hard to do. But yeah, a pretty decent song. And then the song after that is The Flying Dutchman. So kind of similar to what I said about the song The Race, is that it has some pretty cool stuff that I do like I really do love the guitar solo, and the chorus in this one is pretty good, but yeah, other than that though, it feels kind of samey-ish. But of course, it's not a bad song at all, but it just has like that kind of same feeling of what I get from the last song. And the next song after that is Soldier, and this is actually the longest song on the album, being at 6 minutes. And this one is another favorite of mine, mostly because it does remind me a lot of the song Sinner, for that it also starts out with the acoustic intro. And personally, I do like the intro to this one a little bit more. And also, like I said about the song Sinner, is that it also has a technical progression to it. And I gotta say, I really do love the drum beat that happens for the build-up towards the guitar solo. It's pretty damn awesome. I really love that a whole lot. And then the ending part of the song goes from the heavy guitar riffs to the exact same riff, but on the acoustic. And it sounds really nice and awesome. It definitely would have been a great way to end off this album. But yeah, this song is definitely another big favorite of mine. And then the last song on here is The Gods of Heavy Metal. So this is definitely one of the more faster paced sounding songs, and this one definitely does give me some Hammerfall vibes to it, and also has some fast paced solo work. But as much as I really do like this song, I don't think it's a top favorite for me personally, but I do think it is a pretty damn good one. I do like it better than some of the other ones that I talked about as being good, but you know, doesn't stand out to me much. But I can totally see why some people would say this is like their favorite song on the album. For that, it is a pretty damn good one. It is great. And that's all the songs on this album. So overall, I'd say that this was a pretty solid album overall. So my top favorite ones that I can definitely recommend would be From Hell, Dancing with the Deaf, Sinner, and Soldier. After the War and The Gods of Heavy Metal, I do think those ones are pretty damn good songs. I really do enjoy them a lot. And as for Kings of Desolation, The Race, and The Flying Dutchman, those songs are pretty good. I do like them, but like I said, they don't really stand out to me too much, but they're really not bad songs at all. I guess some people would say they are filler songs, but I don't want to say filler because that makes it sound like that they're bad. I just think they're a little bit too samey for me, but they're not bad though. Like if someone like put like one of those songs on the radio, I wouldn't be like, oh god, like turn it off. But really though, like, there is no bad song on this album, but I do feel like that there are some songs that definitely do stand out more than each other. And I do think it is a pretty good throwback album for that. It definitely does sound like something that would have came out in the 80s. And for a 2013 album that kind of did try to do the whole throwback thing, I think they did do a pretty good job. They definitely put out some pretty great material here. It's just a shame that this is so far the only album they ever done. And for their first album, I do think it is a pretty good one. Like I said, it definitely has its strong points that I really do love a whole lot. Now, it may not be the most amazingly, most mind-blowingly unique thing ever though, but if you really do like a lot of like throwback stuff, I do think you would definitely enjoy it. So yeah, when I was originally looking for that PS1 game, Rapid Angel, and I discovered this randomly, it definitely was a blessing in disguise. I was very happy about that. So that sums up what I think about Rapid Angels from Hell, a pretty damn good album. So with that said, thanks for watching and commenting, and have yourselves a great day.